In yesterday's episode, we brought in 12 new players as we attempt to avoid relegation in our first season in League One. I'm hopeful we can do a little bit more though. Okay, so if you've not seen yesterday's epic transfer special, and I suggest you go and check it out right now, pause this video, go and have a look and come back. We will go through some of the players that we brought in though. We're not going to go into too much detail about them, because like I say, we did do that yesterday. But before we do, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of stuff. Really helps, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, you're amazing. Let's have a look at our transfers. So as you can see, these are the players we brought in. If we go back to the end of last season, we did bring in Tom Pearce, who's a left back and can potentially do a tiny little job in there, but not really suited to it. But he's a good quality left back, 30 years old, picked him up. He was previously at Rotherham, free transfer. He looks good and he can put in a cross as well, which is really important for me. Then the last bit of business we've done before it rolled over into the new season was some youngsters. Carl Brown, who's likely to be someone we will see a little bit of this season, formerly at Manchester United, didn't play for them. 17 years old, got oodles and oodles of potential. 2-star current ability as well. Anthony De Cordova can play anywhere across the back. He's especially a centre-back, but can play anywhere across the back. Formerly of Liverpool, 18-year-old from Jamaica. Bit of potential as well. He's not the most promising of the three that we brought in. That definitely goes to Carl Brown. But then we've got Christopher Shepherd that we brought in from Arsenal. Can play on the right side, can also play in the middle. I mean, he's only 5'11", so we're probably not going to be playing him in the middle too often. But if we can get his crossing to improve, then that would be awesome. Quite a bit of potential as well. 2-star current ability from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm not even going to try saying that word because I don't know how to say it. Then we move into when the season rolled over, and we've brought in Manuel Pizarro. He's a striker. He's going to be our first choice striker. He's had a relatively good pre-season, 6 goals in 7 appearances at 7.46 with 1 assist as well. He looks a pretty decent player actually. Even though he's only 2.5-star, 3-star, yeah, he does look pretty good. Ashley Maynard-Brewer, now he's our new first choice goalkeeper. Definite improvement on Sharman Lowe, who's still here for the time being. Not sure how long he's going to be here. Might be gone by the end of the transfer window. It does end at the end of August, beginning of September. But yeah, we didn't know if he was going to get it because there was about 2 or 3 other clubs that were interested in him. He's previously been at Chesterfield and Charlton and played a bit for Ross County, Dover, Dulwich Hamlet, all that sort of stuff. He looks a really good player. I'm really pleased to have him here. Will Armitage is a defender, 2.5-star current with 3.5-star potential. 5'10" is something I'm a bit uneasy about, but I mean, you know me, I like my defenders to be 6'2" minimum, preferably 6'3" upwards. But yeah, he can use both feet. He has that going for him. Then we have Ed Turns. I think he's been a really good transfer actually. 3-star, solid 3-star, 25-year-old Welsh player. Previously been at Barnsley, Colchester, St Mirren, Leyton Orient. Was originally at Brighton. Can play anywhere across the back. He prefers to be a right back. We're probably going to be utilising him more in central defence. We'll get to this guy in a moment. Then we've got Billy G we're going to go with. He's a centre-back, can play defensive midfield, can play up here as well, so he's quite a versatile player. 3-star current ability, 3-star potential. Previously played for York and rather randomly Victoria Pleasant. I'm sure that's definitely the correct way to spell it. He was originally of Chelsea. 6'1" centre-back, like I say, potentially in midfield as well. Again, more versatility with him. Ryan Hedges, we've recently just brought in, literally only just brought in. He's not played a pre-season friendly game for us. 33 years old, so he has got age going against him, but he is better than anything we've got here at the moment. He's been at Blackburn for 7 years, 262 appearances, 37 games. Really, really solid time with Blackburn. Previously been at Aberdeen, Barnsley, Yeovil. So again, another one of these journeyman types. He's only likely to be here for the couple of seasons. He's on a 3-year contract, which the board's probably not happy about, but this will probably be his only real number 1 season, I'd imagine. And then we've got Aaron Collins, who's a 31-year-old Welshman as well. We get a few Welsh players in their team. Long time at Bristol Rovers, another 7 years, then at Forest Green, Morecambe, previously has been at Colchester. That's interesting. I've never noticed that before. He did spend a year at Colchester. If you have a look at his history, he was here on loan, made 7 appearances in the 2018-19 season. He started off, he was at Wolves, then he got loaned to us, and then he moved on a free transfer to Morecambe, presumably at the end of the season. But yeah, 31-year-old Welsh player, can play on the left, in the middle, on the right, up top. Again, him and Hedges both bring flexibility to us. This is probably our best signing so far, Rennie Mew. He's on loan from Brighton, 3.5-star current with 5-star potential, 19-year-old, plays in the heart of the midfield. He's definitely going to be playing there for us. He could be a real class signing for us this season. He's previously been at MK Dons in the league below, where he made 31 appearances, got 1 goal, 2 assists, 6.95 average rating. Then we move on to the actual league we're in itself, Sky Bet League One. If you have a look at the season preview, we currently sit 13th in the season preview. We're rated the best of the 4 teams that have come up. I'm really happy with that. And we start against Swindon. And if we look at our actual schedule, we have Swindon, ignore that one, Peterborough, Bradford, Exeter and Torquay, which means if we go back to here, Swindon, Torquay, both down here, Exeter, Bradford are both down here, and Peterborough are around where we're expected to finish. So we've actually got a pretty reasonable start to the season. In today's episode, though, we will be playing the home game, first game of the season, against Swindon, and then we'll play the Carabao Cup first round game at home against Reading. Now, Reading are expected to finish 4th in the Championship, so probably not going to expect a great deal from us in that game, but you never know, stranger things have happened. Let's see how we get on. I don't think there's really anything else I need to bring you up to speed on, so I think it's probably about time we get into the first game of the season. Okay, so let's get into the game against Swindon, and this is a team we're going to start off with. It's going to be quite an unfamiliar team for all of us, really. So we've got Maynard in goal, Pearce at left back, Egbo at right back, Turns and Andrews in the middle, Mew, Chilvers and Morgan in the midfield, with Collins and Hedges out wide and Pisano up top. We have got Teddy Sharman Lowe on our defence, along with Armitage, Bristow, Mingy, Josh Smith, Fevrier and Sam Smith. It feels like a strong team. I'm quite pleased with this. The aim for the season, of course, is to finish outside the relegation area. It's basically to battle bravely against relegation, or avoid relegation, I think it is, to be fair. So if we can avoid relegation, then it's a successful season. If we can finish mid-table like the season preview thinks we will, then I'm happy with that. It's a strange League 2, because we've got more money we can spend, but we're going to fail financial fair play if we do, which is a shame, because like I say, we can spend a lot more money, which would obviously give us a much better chance of staying in the league. So Mew wins it back, goes back to the keeper. Hedges has the ball, puts it inside to Pisano. This is their first attack of the game. Pisano gets the ball into the box. Collins to Hedges, 1-0. Ryan Hedges with his first goal of the season. He scored on debut. There's going to be a lot of debuts today, that's for certain. Cohesion as well is pretty good, so we don't need to worry too much about that. We deal with the corner initially, but they've now got the second ball. They put the ball into the box, but nobody's there. Maynard comfortably takes it. It was a real dilemma as well about, if you watched yesterday's episode, you'd have heard me talking about whether I'd still play Heffernan or not. But I've decided to go with him because he was so good for us last season. I just think it'd be cruel to not play him. So here's Hedges, puts the ball into the box of Morgan. Block shot. Mew picks it up to Egbo. That's what I like to see from Mew, just winning the ball in the midfield. We've certainly been the better team so far. We've had all of the action, really. We now have a corner of Albie Morgan. One thing I do want to make sure is that we're still good on corners, because last season we were fantastic at attacking corners. We have changed our set piece coach as well. His contract expired. I decided we could get someone in back. Oh, they scored. Tariq Awaki. Oh no, it's been ruled out. We live to fight another day, or at least another 5 minutes or so. Was only their second shot at goal. They've not been overly threatening so far. Possession's been split quite evenly. We're at the half an hour mark. If we can get a second goal, it would make me feel a bit better. They've now had a couple of shots, so are they coming back into the game? Let's get into half time without conceding, boys. Well done. 1-0 at half time. Things going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Seems quite fair to me. Yeah, so I'm looking to see what Pisano can do. I mean, Hedges has already made a great start to life at the club. We now have the ball. It's with Andrews. Goes back to Maynard. Gives it back to Andrews. Rennie Mew and Andrews combining. I mean, Andrews hit a lot of the ball in this build-up, isn't he? Here's Egbo. Pisano to Hedges. That's a nice bit of play, but they get the tackle in. Can they clear their lines? No, we've won it back. Pisano, it's a penalty. It's going to be a penalty now. I've got to say, I don't actually know who our penalty taker is. So let's have a look at who's taking their penalties. I mean, it's saying here, I mean, to be fair, nobody can take a penalty, can they? I was looking for Pisano, but he's all the way down here. It's got Noah Chilvers on there. He is on the field. Do you know what? We're going to stick with Aaron Collins, or go with Aaron Collins. He's the one that it's saying... Actually, let me just have another look at that, because did that say he was anxious or something? Oh, that's Josh Smith. Okay, that's fine. Confirm changes. I hope we don't miss this now, and I'm going to live to regret it. I hate changing penalty takers. So Collins steps up, and he scores. Keeper went the right way, but he got the goal. It's on debut, his first ever goal for us. And I've got to say, both wide men on the score sheet. That's got to be a good sign for us. Because Fevrier and Ojo were certainly favourites of the fans. Oh, Morgan's through. Albie Morgan. Oh, Albie Morgan, you needed to have scored that. There's a lot of highlights in this game, I have to say. So they now have the ball. We get it back. Egbo's won it back. He's made a good run. Is he going to go all the way? Oh, what a goal. Aaron Collins, his second goal of the game from the left-hand side. Unfortunately, Egbo won't get the assist for that because it was saved by the goalkeeper. But absolutely, Egbo was key to that. Ball in the box. It's cleared, but we get it back again. Do you know what? We're actually playing really well. I know people probably say, but it's only against Swindon. They're not expected to be doing much. Aaron Collins has got a hat-trick on debut. I mean, I don't care who you are. Scoring a hat-trick on debut, that is a great way to start your career with us. Right, we're going to make a substitution because Hedges is not great with his fitness. He had only just joined us, to be fair. And I think we'll leave Rennie Mew on for the time being. I think we just make that one substitution. I don't want to appear I'm getting above myself by just taking everyone off. But yeah, we have played really well today. Next year, 3.02. We've scored 4 goals. Let's make our next substitution. So we will bring Albie Morgan off. And Jay Mingy can come on for him. Then, I mean, again, it's not really a great deal I feel the need to do. I'm going to bring Sam Smith on for Manuel Pisano. Bit disappointed Pisano's not got one of the 4 goals today, but it's really been the Aaron Collins show so far. And it was actually a 5-minute hat-trick. I mean, that is crazy. 51 to 56 minutes. Right, so we bring Ethan Bristow on for Tom Pearce. He's not been doing anything wrong, but just bring him on. And Will Armitage can come on for Ed Turns, I think. And that will complete our 5 substitutions for the match. Not that you have to make 5 substitutions, but I don't like to waste them, you know. Wow. In terms of our league start, ladies and gentlemen, this has been amazing. 7 minutes of added time. 4-0 win at home against Swindon. I will absolutely take that. Well done, lads. That's a good win for us. Okay. Well, we're top of League One. If we're still there after 46 games played, I'll be shocked, but B, I don't think I will be, because that was great. I really enjoyed that. Right, let's get into the game against Reading. Okay, welcome back. Let's get into the game against Reading then in the Carabao Cup first round. Only one change to the team. Ed Turns has picked up an injury, I think it's a bruised knee. He's only out for a couple of days, but he returns tomorrow. So Will Armitage has moved from the bench up to here, and Billy G comes onto the bench. So Maynard in goal, Pearce left back, Egbo right back, Armitage and Andrews in the middle of the defence, Mew, Chilvers and Morgan in midfield, with Collins and Hedges out wide and Pisano up top. Like I said, I'm not really expecting to win against Reading. They are expected to finish in the playoffs in the Championship. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. And it's an opportunity for us to test ourselves against a team that should be better than us. So let's see how we do. I was really impressed with the game against Swindon. Like I say, they are expected to finish bottom. But you don't always finish where the season preview says you will. So they could end up being better than that. So Reading have the goal kick. They've pumped up field. They're straight through. Good save from Maynard. That was a good save. Pleased with that. They do have a corner though. Nuno Moreira will take it. High into the box, but it's over the bar. So it's still 0-0. Only 3,247 people here for this Carabao Cup game. I mean, Carabao Cup ties don't really tend to attract a great attendance. It's not like if it was an FA Cup game. We're still waiting for that big FA Cup away game, by the way. We did get through to the third round and played Arsenal last season. But with our luck being the way it is, we were drawn as the home team. Well, we're not doing much by way of getting any shots off. We only had one shot in the opening 35 minutes. And Reading now on the attack. Andrews can clear up at the back with Maynard. Get rid of it. I don't want any mistakes. Andrews to Egbo, and that's a familiar combination there, Andrews to Egbo. Here's Pisano to Pearce. Gives it to Collins, a hat-trick hero from the opening game of the season. To Chilvers. He finds Collins again. Oh, Collins has hit the frame of the goal. Oh. Coming into it a little bit now, which is nice to see. We have a highlight. Not long till half-time. Chilvers to Pearce. Can he get across into the box? He can, but nobody can get on the end of it. Chilvers back to Mew. Morgan! And Albie Morgan's shot. High, wide, not particularly handsome. And that's half-time. So 0-0 at half-time. I think you just get... Is it extra time penalties in the League Cup? I don't really know, to be honest. Even in real life, I don't really pay much attention to the Carabao Cup. Yeah, we've now probably turned it into the fact that we've probably slightly been the better team in this game by shots, XG, possession, passes completed. It's all very similar. So 0-0 is probably about a fair result at the moment. Right, let's make a change. So Egbo's looking a bit tired. He's not playing well. So Armitage deserved his yellow card. Noah Chilvers, Ryan Hedges and Aaron Collins have not been great. None of our attackers have been really. So, now with Egbo, what we can do is we can put Heffernan. This is the problem with not having Turns in the team. We can put Heffernan out there. I don't really want to do that though, so I think we're going to leave Egbo for the time being. I think we're going to take off Noah Chilvers. Bring on Josh Smith. Give him a run out. And let's bring Fevre on for Hedges as well to liven up that front three of ours a little bit. I'm going to bring Sam Smith on as well shortly. But yeah, into the final 10 minutes. Nothing's really happening. Oh, I was just about to make a substitution, but there's a now highlight. It's a throw in for us if they're attacking third. Oh, keeper comes out and claims it. Right, what's he going to do with it? He's going to go long. We can deal with it. Oh, we don't win the second ball though. They do. They get a cross into the box. Maynard gets a punch to it. Pearce. Go on, get it away. Here's Josh Smith. Finds Fevrier. Oh, we're through. Pisano! Is there a goal? Is it going to stand? It is not. Oh. They know how to get me excited, don't they? Oh, that was so cruel. That was so cruel. And it's straight to penalties. No extra time. Right, I'll just let them decide who's going to do that. Good luck out there. We're going to need it. Now, ordinarily, I would just click play and walk out the room and come back when the penalty shootout's done, because I don't like watching penalty shootouts. But this is a YouTube video, so... Okay, they go first. Messagur against Maynard. I mean, Maynard had hardly even set himself. So that a bit early, didn't he? Okay, so Collins steps up for us. He's not had the best of games. Oh, and he's missed his penalty. Cundy, isn't he a Talk Sport presenter? Oh, Cundall. Okay. Josh Smith will now step up for us. Oh, and he's at the post. I think we might need to practice penalties. I mean, we did say when we were selecting a penalty taker last time that we haven't got anyone that particularly looks all that great at penalties. Oh, well, there you go. Maynard's tipped it over the bar. He can save a penalty. Alvy Morgan. Oh, finally we scored a penalty. But at least we have scored one. Making a bit of a fight for it. Machol against Maynard. Come on, Maynard. Oh, he's done it again. We've got a hero of a goalkeeper, folks. I told you he was good. Pisano. Come on, don't let me down, Pisano. Get in. We're actually now level in the penalty shootout. Paul, he's got an injury. Maybe he'll miss. Oh, he scores. So it's 3-2. We have to score this one to keep ourselves in the shootout. Hopefully this isn't going to end up being one of those 21-20 type penalty shootouts. If it is, I will cut at some point and just come back at the end. But Fevrier steps up to keep us in the shootout. And he does. Well done. It's 3-3. So we're basically in sudden death now. Irwin for Reading. Oh, he scores. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Come on, Maynard. We need you. Just one more. I know saving 3 penalties is a bit of an ask, but... So Loney, Remy Mew steps up. I'm still getting to know their names myself. Can he keep us in it? Oh, look at that. Cool hand Mew. Right, so Reading now with whatever number penalty that we're on now. Oh, we saved it. Oh, we're going to beat Reading. 0-0 after 90 minutes. Manuel Egbo, or was it Mandala Egbo? Egbo has a chance to send us through to the second round of the League Cup. And he has. Egbo the hero, Maynard the hero. We'll forget the fact that Collins and Smith both missed one. We'll ignore that. But yeah, well, that I've got to say has been a pretty good first episode of the season, folks. 2 games played, 2 wins technically, and we are through to the second round of the League Cup. And we might get a nice little tie in that round as well. When do we get the draw? I'll tell you what, I'll bring you back when we have the draw for the second round of the League Cup. Okay, here we are, folks. The draw for the second round of the Carabao Cup. And I've just been having a quick look through some of the teams that are still in it. And if we scroll right to the very bottom, we can see that West Ham are still in it. They've got a capacity of like 60,000 at their London stadium. We've also got the likes of Everton that are in it, that have a capacity of, I think, about 50,000 from their new stadium that they've got. So an away game against one of those big teams, and we will be really happy with that. So Leicester first out the hat, and that's who we've got. An away game against Leicester. And that was a quick draw, folks. There's the rest of the draw if you want to take a look at it. I mean, where did West Ham get drawn? I presume they're away from home against Bristol City. Everton are away against Sheffield Wednesday. So Leicester City, 40,000 capacity. They're a Premier League team. If we have a look at their schedule, can we go back to last season? They were in the Premier League last season. I mean, they get a pretty decent attendance. What do they get in the Carabao Cup? Any home games in the Carabao Cup? I mean, they've got 38,000 against Norwich in the Carabao Cup. They were away before that. So a home game there against Everton, second round, that was only 17,000. But 17,000 is 17,000. And if we look at the finances, that win's not done a great deal for us. But if we have a look at income, so do we not get any prize money? I think I had this conversation last season. Do we not get prize money for the Carabao Cup? Because I've not seen any prize money. But anyway, we've been drawn away from home against Leicester City in the next round of the Carabao Cup. If we look at our schedule, that game is due to be here. So I think we'll probably come back for, we've got Torquay or Exeter. Probably come back for, I don't want to do 2 away games, so probably come back for Leicester against Torquay. At least that way we might get a win in that episode, because I suspect we're probably going to lose to Leicester. But yeah, we'll come back around there for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.